Hello, and welcome to Madness of the Lesser Light. I am your host, Mike Luna. In this episode, I'll be reading a piece entitled
The Moon Guardian and the Shadow Thief. I steal shadows. That's my job as a shadow thief. I don't do it out of greed. I do it out of altruism. See, shadows aren't just the things that follow people around when they're walking out in the sun. They're the part of people that want to do bad things. Being a shadow thief is much like a carpenter. It's our job to do demo, renovate, and remodel, hoping that the world will become safer and people will be happier, but can often leave me open to dangerous things myself. In fact, many years ago, I had a run-in with a shadow bear and her friend, a sun shark. Shadow bears like to eat shadow thieves, and sun sharks usually swim around both of them, strengthening the ones who want to devour us, while also trying to bite us and burn us with their shiny, fiery teeth. Our darkness-imbued katanas usually make quick work of these two types of creatures when they're on their own, but together they make quite a challenge to dispatch, which, in this case, left me on the ground, panting and exhausted from battle, in dire need of divine assistance. That came in the form of a pale meteor, covered in craters, that fell from the heavens, crushing both foes, and atop the Deus Ex Machina stood one of the rarest of friends, clad in a fiery robe of orange and yellow flames, a black hood over her head, her blue lips curling into a smirk as she stared at me with her red eyes. When I learned she was a moon guardian, sworn to protect my kind, and that we had been destined to meet that day, I wept, not because I felt so blessed by the mercy bestowed on me in my hour of need, but because I was already in love with a snow shark, whose dietary habits may not have been consistent with her brothers and sisters, but who had a sense of humor that was compatible with mine, and who had an adorable charm to her. The moon guardian knew of this, claiming she had known about me for 6 months now. She had recognized my voice as I cried out against the shadow bear's cruelty and mistreatment of others, but the moon guardian opted not to intervene until the sun shark had begun her fiery assault. This, too, made me weep, knowing how much power my words had on all three of them, and countless others, despite the fact that other gamers, vloggers, and unboxers dwarfed my numbers. But my army, though small in size, reached across the pond, made up of a flower guardian, able to grow the knowledge of others in terms of British culture, a space wolf whose knowledge of NASCAR, baseball, and football put George Carlin to shame with its wit, and a forest shark, though worldly, was able to intervene at my senior prom with her distracting beauty. These three were but a mere fraction of a percentage of the talented soldiers at my subliminal disposal, and what I did next I shall forever feel ashamed. I reprogrammed the Moon Guardian, and she became my co-conspirator, in a mania-fueled plot to save the world. From what? I have no idea. A self-created calamity? My love-struck madness had grown so deep I no longer cared what I had or would accomplish in this life. I rattled over various colors, characters, and symbols meant to convey meaning to me and her alone. But as the shadow bear rose to its feet, fear gripped my heart and hers as well. The sun shark bit the moon guardian and asked me, "You want her to do all that for you?" I drew my katana and replied, "She doesn't have to if she doesn't want to." The moon guardian summoned another miniature version of the lesser light that rules the night, and it crushed the sun shark as my would-be lover declared, "I do, and I will." Regardless, to this day I can't remember what our mission was, is, or why she protected me all these years. To her, I'd like to apologize for making her move away and abandon whatever she had aspired to. as well as any plans she may have had up to that point. That day a shadow thief and a moon guardian joined forces in spite of a snow shark who ate bacon and scrambled eggs for breakfast every morning.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. See you later.